Hello guys, welcome to the 27th Top Down Zombie Games video tutorial, and in this video what we're going to simply do is we're going to finish up the animation. So what we want to do is we want the animation to run for a fixed duration of time. For example, if I want the animation to run for 2 seconds or for 3 seconds, or basically it's basically the speed of the animation. So yeah, that's the more complicated stuff. So right now have something like this. If you see that it's going fast, it's because I changed the speed. I changed the index or whatever, the speed of the animation. And there we go. And voila. So right now, anyways, I'll just create a float. I'm gonna call it speed variable. I'll create a float and name it speed is equal to, for now, default speed, let it be 0.05. And yeah, F. And over here, instead of saying plus equals to that, we're gonna plus equals to speed. So now this is the complicated part. Yeah, we want to make this, we want to change the speed depending on the duration. So how do we do that? Remember in math, what is it called? Speed equals the distance over time. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of the speed. So that's kind of the speed of the animation or whatever. This is going to be the default speed, and it's pretty much nothing. Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much nothing. So what we want to do is, like, for example, what did I pass in? Inside the player, I passed in, what is the animation? Okay, I made it I wanted it to run for 1 second. So the first thing is I need to convert the 1 second into milliseconds, because that's how we usually calculate, uh, that's how we deal with time in seconds in Java. We use milliseconds. So for now, I'll just simply create a duration. If the duration is in seconds, I'll simply say is equals to that times 1000. So we already have our milliseconds, and now we want to run this amount of frames in the second. So we're going to create an FPS, frames per second. It's going to be a float FPS. Currently, I don't know. Let's keep it to 20 frames. I don't know. Just initialize it as 20. And right now, when we calculate the FPS, the frame rate, basically, to do that, we simply say it's the duration divided by it's the duration. It's going to be duration. FPS is equal to duration divided by the amount of frames. Why is this a bad operand? Frames dot length. Yeah, frames dot length. So yeah, and that's pretty much. So we already have the FPS now. So now that we know the frame rate and the speed, all we need to go is inside the update method and create a timer. So we're gonna create a timer. So I'll simply create a time a variable called and name it now. So I'll simply go long now is equal to 0 and past is equal to 0. So basically right now we're going to simply say now is equals to system dot current time millis. So we have the time now, and then inside the update we're simply going to say in fact we don't need this past. And why did I say oh okay, we don't need the past. We can simply say that's simply created right here, so we're gonna simply say float past. Actually we do need it. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. Anyways, so I don't know, man. So we can simply say past is equal to the past is equal to system dot current time millis. System dot current time millis. So what we need to do is simply say if if past minus now, if past minus now is Smaller than, is it smaller than or is it equal, is bigger than? Oh, it's bigger than or equal to FPS, frames per second, FPS. Then we do this. If it's not equal to, if this is not true, how do I say this? If this is not true, we don't want to continue with this. I simply just want to say return. Okay, so I just need to wrap this. So yeah. So basically, if this is not true, we're gonna return. We don't want to do anything. And right now, I'll simply say, you also need to add this check. And instead of saying index plus equals to speed, we're just gonna simply say index plus plus. So right now, if you test this, okay, the frame is too high. For the running the animation for 1 second is too high. Let me run it for 2 seconds. No, something ain't right. Why is it moving so fast? 20 seconds. Okay, something isn't right. It's moving, it's clearly it's moving super fast. So yeah. So yeah, so let's find out why that is happening. So if I go inside the animation and oh yeah, I forgot. I simply oh my goodness. If this is bigger than that, then we have to say now past is equal to now. Past is equal to now. Alright? Yeah. Oh my goodness. What? What am I doing? No, this should be past. This should be this okay, this should be past right now. Anyway, so this should be past and this and this should be now. So that's a mistake and I simply say past is equal to now. And now when we run this it should work. Yeah, I think yeah, so it's working properly because it's 20 seconds, it's too long. And let's run. Okay, for some reason it's still not working. That's the animation. Okay, so we're simply saying if now is equal to this now is equal to system. So if yeah, I think I shouldn't do this here. I should do this right at the end and just leave the return statement and let's run it. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure it out. So yeah, guys, I figured out what the problem was. Well, number one, the problem was with the FPS over here. So I wasn't referring to this .fps. Because remember, we changed this duration over here, not this duration. We multiplied it by 1,000. So I forgot to simply say this dot duration. So let's see. If you run it without duration, it's going to run it like super fast because there is no limit. Because it's kind of not working. Because the duration is going to be like 0.0 whatever. But yeah, just put this dot duration, and yeah. So now when we run, there we go. We get it to be working. So the other thing, so yeah, so that's, we want the animation to run for 5 seconds. If I want it to run for 1 second, I just put in the number 1 and boom. It's running faster. If I want it to run for 0.5 seconds, 0.5 F, and we run it. There we go, it's moving slightly faster. And yeah, so anyway, so this is what I did. So I simply said same logic. If now minus the past time is bigger or equals to FPS. So basically this means if it's not the time to render, we just end the method here. If it is not time to render, if we're not supposed to increment, or if it's not time to move to the next whatever, like over here. So basically what happens is instead of running an infinite running a super fast, whatever, what is it called, a super fast switching in frames. It's basically checking if the time passed is okay. What basically okay. So guys, I am going to explain what this code basically means. So yeah, so basically what is happening here is that it's basically checking, is it time to, if it is not time to render, we simply don't, if it's not time to update the screen or update the animation, we're simply going to return, we're simply going to end the method over here, and we're simply going to return if it's not time to render. But if it is time to render, then to update the frames, we're gonna do all of this. We're gonna check first of all if the index is bigger than 0, and we're gonna reset it and do all of this index plus plus, and then we're simply going to simply say past time is equal to now. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, guys, so we just created an animation, guys. So yeah, I'm proud of us. So guys, please stay tuned to the next video. By the way, the next video will be creating an animation controller so that we can have lots of animations basically. So yeah. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.